Welcome to the Gameplan podcast. Today, Slater and I are going to cover video from the All 22 film offense and defense for the Packers versus the Bears in preparation for this weekend's playoff game. We're going to start with the Packers defense, and then Slater will take over for the Packers offense. For the defense, I started out with some key players that I took notes on. Starting with number 7, Quay Walker, inside linebacker. Versus the Bears, he was mostly used as a spy in this game. Throughout the game, he was effective as a blitzer. Seems to be very alert to play identification. Very quick to identify plays. Number 95, Devontae Wyatt, defensive end. Strong against run or pass. Can identify plays quickly, can and will blitz, very disruptive to run plays, and very effective on run blitzing. Number 59, Devondre Campbell, inside linebacker. Um, at times, he's slow to identify plays, slow to react, can be caught out of position. And then we have number 37, Carrington Valentine, who I pegged as the most exposable player on the Packers defense. He tends to play very soft, easily confused in motion, turns his back to the play at times, and does play pretty soft in coverage altogether. Some of the notes I have for team tendencies and characteristics. The defense flows to the ball very quickly, very well. They're very efficient at moving, especially on run plays. Team has excellent adjustment and audible communication. So when they need to switch for motion coverages or identify pickups and changes on the offensive line, they do that very well and they have excellent flow to the ball. They all keep their eyes in the backfield to watch play development, and the secondary allows very, very little big play over the top exposure. So I'm going to go through the 6 plays that I have queued up for this game and the notes that I took on those plays. So on this first play, you're going to see DJ Moore come in motion across the offensive line here, and soft coverage by Valentine. He's going to turn his back to this play, and DJ Moore is going to get the pass. But you will see some of the tendencies that I talked about with Valentine. He's in really soft coverage, and he does make the tackle, but it's a productive play for the offense. And he comes back and makes his tackle. On this play, this is an inside run. Your inside linebacker Campbell is going to get caught and blocked by the center. This is the most successful inside run that the Bears had all night. Initially, the center and the guard are going to double team, and then the center is going to make a quick little chip block, and then he will catch 59 out of position, and 59 will disrupt the play slightly with an attempt at an arm tackle here, but he will not make this play, and this will be approximately 8-yard, 9-yard gain. Here's the handoff, arm tackle, running back gets the field, and they swarm to the ball. All right, this is 2 play action plays back to back here. This one's really going to speak to the awareness of this defense. Quay Walker, who's been spying most of the game so far, is actually going to blitz into the backfield on this play. But if you watch the coverage downfield, it's really tight coverage. The spy I said again is going to blitz. This is a young defense, but on simple play calls and simple play designs, they're really quick and effective. But here's this first play action. All right. So they're going to run play action again, and this is going to be another blitz. On this one, both of the ends are going to get around on this. Your outside linebacker and your defensive lineman both are going to beat their blocks, and this play is going to get blown up really, really quick. This is the biggest play for the Bears the entire game. It's an empty backfield. Uh, Moore is able to cross inside, and he goes behind a natural block and gets picked up by Quay Walker coming across the middle, who is currently in spy. But as he runs by Quay at full speed, he tries to pursue, but it's already too late. Block. Quay picks him up. Moore catches it, and that's a big gain. And then this last one is just another example of the soft coverage this defense gives underneath. If you watch the right side of this offensive play, you will see an open wide receiver, an open tight end, and a very open running back. And again, this is over here on Valentine. Pause it right there, and down here in the flat, you will see your running back. There's nobody within 10 yards. So, with all that being shown, even though it's not a lot of film, like I said, the Bears offense was not very productive during this game. But this Packers defense is very young. So anything complex, anything tricky or with intricate design is really going to throw them off. Multiple receiver sets, motion, anything coming quickly across or over the middle is going to be effective. So this ought to be a good game for Turpin, Gallup. Uh, I don't know if they'll have Quay Walker spy. I'm sure that they spied specifically because of the quarterback they were facing this week. But if Dallas is going to run, they need to be in bigger personnel sets and run outside because even though this defense is young, they're big and they're really good at being disrupted on inside handoffs. Definitely take what's given underneath. Um, all of our key players can create things in open space, and they give a lot of open space underneath. Due to the effectiveness of the defensive line in this game, I didn't see much for big play opportunity, but again, the caliber of offense that Dallas is going to present this defense, I'm sure as the game wears on and the youth and inexperience of this team is going to get exposed by the ability of Dallas and the explosive plays that can happen at any time. So by late in the game, I expect the inexperience of the Packers D will start to give those big down the field play opportunity. All right, so we're going to move into Slater, and he's going to cover the Dallas defense versus the Packers offense.
All right. So here for the Packers offense and the keys for Dallas defense. Well, we're gonna look at the key players first. Jordan Love and Aaron Jones. I mean, this is really a two-man offense, and these two guys have been the hottest of on their offense of lately. Aaron Jones, who has led the league in rushing the past 3 weeks, and Jordan Love, who is 2nd in the league in passing touchdowns. So what I'd like to do is go over this first play here, and on this first play, I want y'all to watch number 49 right here. Okay, number 49 does a very bad job at getting downhill and picking up what could have easily been maybe a 5 to 7 yard gain and turns into a big gain. So we see him, he's moving, and see he's getting shoved all the way back here. Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And if he moves and gets downhill quicker, he could easily prevent that play. Because 53, he goes. There he is, right there. Boom. Okay, block. But then if that backside backer could have been there to help, it would have been huge. Now, for Dallas's perspective, we use our safeties a lot down there in the backers, and we have smaller linebackers. So we can't get caught waiting or second guessing. We got to move. Whether it's right or wrong, get downhill and move. And we usually use our safeties to get downhill too. So we're looking for Malik Hooker, J.R. Curse to get downhill and stop those outside runs, as well as our corners. For the second play here, we're going to watch the miscommunication between Chicago's defense. I want you to watch number 11 up at the top here. He's motioning across, and I want you to watch this trips package confuse the Bears secondary. So bam, and then we got number 11 wide open right there. That what Dallas needs to do is communicate. Um, they didn't see it, and they need to communicate it. So the big thing is that Dallas went in zone or man. If they happen to switch, we gotta communicate and not let this Packers offense get hot. The biggest thing about the Packers is that they play to the sticks. They're not looking for end zone shots. They're not looking for deep plays unless they're there. But usually they're just trying to get to the first down and then repeat the process over and over and over until they get into the red zone. They take their shots for the touchdown. So then on this next play here, we're gonna have the motion back from 80, and then they're gonna move them one more time just to see if they're in man. They hand it to him on the jet sweep. Now it's a little trickery because I think maybe Jordan Love's looking to see if we're in man, maybe find out what coverage we're in. But 49 does a great job at getting downhill. This is something that we're gonna need from our linebackers. Get downhill, minimal gain. They got the first down, but minimal gain. And then on this play here, what I really like out of this is that you see the dump off right there is the pressure. Jordan Love got the pressure from this defensive end that's all off the screen right now, and the linebacker gets downhill and covers that play for a minimal gain. I think the biggest key for this is putting this young quarterback who is first year starting and his first time in the playoffs is pressure. Micah Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence, Armstrong, Odigizua. Like, we need that pressure because eventually it's going to catch up to him when you get to the end of the game and he's trying to make a big play because they're down. So that's a big thing there. Pressure and let the rest of the defense catch up. Here on this next play, again, I'm pointing out the linebackers. I'm calling out the linebackers this game because if we can stop Aaron Jones, I don't think they have anything else. Number 49, right here. 53 does a great job of getting downhill. So there he goes. He gets downhill. Aaron Jones sees the cutback. And what's 49 doing? He's stuttering. And then he gets caught, and Aaron Jones bounces it out. But if he were to see that gap and get downhill, he automatically stops that play. And then for the last play, I want y'all to watch this. Here we go again. And miscommunication. We saw it right there at the bottom. The two corners miscommunicated, and they both jumped on Aaron Jones, who has been a threat all game, instead of communicating, and one takes Aaron Jones and one takes number 80. If they would have communicated that out, it wouldn't have been an issue. So for this game, it's the 5th ranked defense versus the 11th ranked offense of the Packers. We cannot let this team start hot. We got to get out there and do what we've done for the past couple weeks and just shut them down and bring some hard-nosed football. Against Detroit, we did really well against the run. We showed signs of improvement, especially after the Buffalo and Miami run. Yeah, and Mike and I didn't really do such a deep dive on this film just because that we expect a blowout. We do not expect the Packers to compete, especially with us being the number 2 seed. So if y'all have any comments, questions, or even something you may want to see, let us know. Leave a like, subscribe. Until next time, this is the game plan.